Hey, I want to show you something that I think's pretty cool, and it's not this gigantic pile of mess back here. I was moving some stuff around and I had to bring some out here on the porch, but while I had it out I thought, you know what, I'm going to share this. This is really neat. It's random and doesn't make any sense that I even have this, but through a series of events I do. So, quick backstory. Years and years ago, I was involved with videotaping these small motorcycles called pocket bikes. If you look them up online, you can check them out. They're tiny little motorcycles. It's hilarious. Full-grown adults will race these things. They're 40cc motors in these things. They'll go 50 miles an hour if they're tuned right. It's crazy. I mean, even faster. You know, I've always liked the motorcycles. I never had enough money to buy one. I never felt comfortable racing them. At my health insurance, I was like, this is just too sketchy. But I always liked them. I always, was enthusiast. I'm an enthusiast. But this is what the frame looks like, so you can imagine the size of the actual bike. So over the course of filming those motorcycles, I met a lot of people, made some friends, and one of the friends had a bunch of leftover parts. He's like, hey man, if you're ever in the neighborhood, stop by. Got a bunch of junk you can pick up. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, if it's free. And that's how I ended up with this actual frame. It's all bent up. But what goes on that frame is what you'd call a fairing if you're not familiar with this. So anyways, all this blah, blah, blah. I basically have these fairings right here, and they're really cool. Here, I'll pull this one out and take a look at it. And it's got the little windshield, and I'll just throw a picture up here so you can get an idea of what these things look like. But here's what's so cool. So this right here is the fairing. It goes on top of the bike. Here's the back end of it. You can see this one's broke, and they're fiberglass. But here's what's unique about this. This one you can't really tell because the back end's broke on it. But this one still has it intact. That's what the tail looks like. And if you see here what it says, fear factor.
You will be making it across not on foot, not on a tricycle. A blown-out mini pocket bike.
These were on the show Fear Factor. If you're not familiar, it's an old TV show where they would do challenges and stuff and really push people to the edge. Well, one of the challenges was this right here. You'd see it's really low res, but they have to race the motorcycles across to this little high line or high wire or whatever. The friend of mine was a part of that. He didn't want these anymore and he gave them to me. I'm like, these are the coolest things I've ever seen. It's got the little logo on it. But here's what makes it really unique, if you haven't already noticed. This right here, this little squiggle, what it looks like, it's just a random marker. I don't know if this is the right way up. I don't know if this is the right way up. But it was autographed. These were both autographed by the host of the show Fear Factor. And if you don't know, that host, here's the other one. It's a little dirty from just storage and stuff, I guess. This is what it looked like before I got it.
Come on down, Melissa! Yes! Congratulations! And evidently fear
But the
is
host
all
of that show, the host with the most, Joe Rogan. This is Joe Rogan's autograph. I mean, he was pretty popular back then. He's really popular now. But anyways, there's my little Fear Factor pocket bike fairing collection. I guess you'd call it a collection. There's just 2 of them. I think there was 4 in the show. But I've got them here, and I got to figure out what to do with them. And I've never really quite known what to do with them. They look cool. But what do you do with a big plastic fairing with a squiggle on it? Anyways, thanks for watching Thrifty Mint. All of the things. All of the things.